Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So Chaitanya Charitamrita is the most relishing Bengali sweet. Prabhupada would call it as Bengali sweet, the best Bengali sweet. And it's a fact because the most sweetest personality is spoken about in Chaitanya Charitamrita, and that is Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The most sweetest personality. It is described that Krishna is sweet. Radharani is sweeter than Krishna. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the sweetest. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nahiyan. There is no difference between them. This is so wonderful that Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, in that ripe age, for the benefit of all of us, he has penned down these beautiful verses of Chaitanya Charitamrita. And now, we devotees, when we come together, we have some substance to discuss. If this was not there, what would have discussed about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Today, we will try to discuss a very important subject matter called relishing and distributing the transcendental fruits. So let's try to understand what are these transcendental fruits and where do these transcendental fruits appear, which tree, what is this tree made up of, and so on and so forth. One day Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is thinking, look at his thought process. Prabhu kaheyami Vishwambhara namadhari Nama sarthaka haya jadi prema vishwabhari. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is thinking, my grandfather named me Vishwambhar. I should do some justice to this name Vishwambhar. I should fill the Vishwa with something. Vishwabhari. I should fill the Vishwa, universe, with something. And what is that he wants to fill the entire Vishwa with, entire universe with? He says, I should fill the entire universe with Krishna praying. Then my name will be Sarthak. Then my name will have proper meaning. So now the question arises, how did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu do this unfathomable task? The most difficult task of filling the entire universe with Krishna praying. What was his strategy? Here it is said, Sri Chaitanya Malakar Prithavitayani Bhakti Kalpa Taru Ropila Sinchi Chhapani. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he got the tree of devotional service, the tree of bhakti onto this planet, earth. And he himself became Malakar, gardener. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the gardener. He got the tree onto this planet. And then it is described, Bhakti Kalpataru Ropila Senchi Ichhapani. And then he is the one who sprinkled the water. And what is this water all about? Water is the will of the Lord. And by the will of the Lord, this tree grew and grew and grew. Now this tree is very special. This tree is not some normal tree of this world. There's a transcendental description of a transcendental tree. So you'll not be able to relate to any tree of this world. Because this tree is made up of only one personality, and that is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then he'll go on describing there are many more personalities involved in this tree. And he himself will say that how he is only everything. So it's very difficult to comprehend what he is speaking about. At one place he says, Nijachantya Shaktya Mali Haya Skanda Haya Sakala Shakhara Se Skanda Mulashraya. So Lord, by his inconceivable powers, he became the gardener He became the trunk and he became the branches of the tree. That's very difficult, no? That you're taking care of a plant and after some time, you are also the plant. Only Lord can do all this. First he said that I am the gardener, Malakara. And now he's saying that I am at the same time the trunk of the tree. And simultaneously he is the branches of the tree also. Now it's very wonderful to note. Maybe I'll ask you the question. So first comes the root or first comes the trunk? Or the branches? Option A, B, C. Roots, trunk, branches. What will come first? Sure, everyone? Or branches? Roots. I told you this is a transcendental tree. I told before, it's a transcendental tree. Here it is described that the trunk was there and from that sprouted the roots. Now the question comes, how did the trunk stand? Now that we cannot answer because Krishna's Kaggadaspura is not talking about it. But he says that there are 9 roots which came out from this trunk. And all these 9 personalities are very, very important for us as Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Just for my purification, I'll just recite these names. Paramananda Puri, Brahmananda Bharati, Keshava Bharati, Brahmananda Puri, Sri Vishnu Puri, Keshava Puri, Krishnananda Puri, Sri Narsimha Tirtha, and Sukhananda Puri. So these were the personalities. They're related to Madhavendra Puri in various ways. And they were the 9 roots. 9 personalities, 9 roots. Paramananda Puri was the main root. And then we have the 8 roots around that. And this entire tree stood steadfastly because of these roots. Now it is described that from the trunk came the branches. So from the trunk, roots are coming. From the trunk, branches are coming. The trunk is the main because the trunk is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So who are the branches? So many branches are there. But at the top of the tree, there are 2 main branches. And their names are Sri Advaita Prabhu and Sri Nityananda Prabhu. So they are the 2 main branches. There are many branches, many sub-branches, and the tree is growing and growing and growing. This tree is called as Bhakti Vriksha. It's a tree of bhakti. At other places it is called as Chaitanya tree also. Thus the branches of Chaitanya tree formed a cluster or society with great branches covering all the universe. So this entire tree grew, all the branches spread, and it spread across the entire universe. And Prabhupada says, one such branch is International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So we don't know about the entire universe, but for sure this branch is spread across the entire globe. You can imagine how this one branch is making a difference in the entire world. In fact, it is described that one Gaudiya Vaishnava is enough to deliver the entire universe. One Gaudiya Vaishnava. Maybe that Gaudiya Vaishnava might be sitting in this assembly. Yes. Maybe online or maybe physical. But one Gaudiya Vaishnava is enough. This is what is discussed. And look at this branch, such a huge branch called iskcon, is spreading across the entire globe, delivering so many people. This is a bona fide branch of this Chaitanya tree. Now, this tree is very special, as I already said. There's a trunk, there are roots, there are branches, main branches, sub-branches. And the tree is growing and growing and growing and covering the entire universe. Now, it is described, there are some fruits also on this tree. Huge number of fruits. And these are all special fruits. Why these are special? Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying. Moolas kandhera shakha, ara upha shakha gane, lagilaye prema phala, amrita ke jine. He is saying that Moolas kandhera shakha, ara upha shakha gane. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the original trunk, and from that There are many branches and sub-branches. And there are some fruits now which have come on these branches. And for your information, these fruits are very, very nectarian. Why these fruits are nectarian? If you ask Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, is saying, it has to be nectarian because it has come from the trunk who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It has to be nectarian. And what are these fruits all about? These fruits are nothing but the Krishna Prem, the fruit of Krishna Prem. Or in general, for our understanding, we can either call it as devotional service or the Sankirtan Yajna or the Sankirtan movement. And various purports Prabhupada is translating Krishna Prem or this phala or fruit as Krishna consciousness movement. So all these are synonymous. See, finally, when a person is a sadhaka, what will he do? Sadhana. Render devotional service. When he attains Krishna Prem, what will he do? Are you sure he'll do devotional service or like, bas, bahut ho gaya, bahut kar liya devotional service. Now I've attained Krishna Prem, just let me relax. Now I'll just control Krishna and whatever I want, I'll just squeeze out from him. Is that the case? Devotional service will lead to Krishna Prem will lead to further devotional service. Because now, with that intense mood of love for the Lord, the devotee is going to serve. And that service is the actual service. Abhi jo bhi kar rahe hain na hum log, that's mostly some disservice you see. Because service means what? What's the definition of service? An activity to please some personality. Now say that personality is getting troubled because of our activity. Can we call it as service? Obviously we cannot call it as service. Yes. So our activities, more than giving pleasure, it does not give pleasure. I shouldn't say pain, so I'm saying, I was describing this. How is our service? Say today we serve you all sweet rice after the class. We are not serving, but we are just saying. Our kitchen in charge will be tense. So say we are serving sweet rice to everyone. But now, before serving sweet rice, so nice, this size stones, and this size stones are all mixed in it nicely. Like the dry fruits are mixed. But dry fruits are less in number because they're costly. Stones are not costly. Lot of things are put and then it's mixed. And then everyone is given one donna of sweet rice. And everyone is seeing that. Oh, that's so wonderful. And now you find stones also. Now tell me, will you relish eating this? No, because you have to remove the stones and then you have to maybe then just take the rice and again remove the stone, then just take the sweet rice. Will you enjoy this? बोलेंगे अरे प्रभु नहीं देते तो अच्छा था मतलब फालतू में टेंशन स्टोन निकालो फिर खाओ. But whereas if there is a donna of sweet rice which has only dry fruits and no stones, oh, that will be so relishing. So currently the service that we offer to the Lord is that like a donna mixed with stones, pebbles, sand. But our Lord is so merciful, He says, koi baat nahi, no problem. At least this useless person has offered something to me. I'll remove the stones and accept. But while removing the stone and accepting the sweet rice, मजा आएगा क्या भगवान को? मैं क्यों ऑफर किया? छोड़ो फिर भी लेता हूँ उसके उद्धार के लिए. I'll take. This is what is our service. And what are those stones, pebbles, and sand? Our anarthas. Because many of the times, maybe while cooking or offering or whatever, we'll first eat through our eyes and then offer it to Krishna. Sometimes eat through the nose, then offer it to Krishna. Yes. But after the person, when he attains Krishna Prem, he's now a devotee who's saturated with love for the Lord. Now when he cooks with love and devotion. He does not cook for his own belly. He cooks for the Lord. And now when he cooks the condensed sweet rice with the topping of dry fruits, and then when he puts it in the donna and then offers it, oh, that is so sweet and so relishing, because now there are no stones and pebbles and sand. So in both the cases you are offering sweet rice, But in one case, it is not giving that pleasure. Maybe because of this reason, Lord says, I'm bhavagrahi, because I cannot accept what you're giving. Maybe the bhava behind I can accept. So in one case, Lord is trying to accept the offering just to deliver all of us. He might or he might not get the pleasure from the offering. But at least he's seeing, okay, my devotee has struggled so much, so I'll accept. And that might give him pleasure, but not that much. But now when the preparation is made and then offered to Krishna by love and devotion, that too by a person who is saturated with Krishna Prem, that is going to give pleasure. Therefore, it is described, the real devotional service starts when the person attains Krishna Prem. Tab tak sab time pass. Time pass nahi bol sakte. We can say some practice match or something. Yes, the real match starts after we attain Krishna Prem. You see? So sadhana bhakti, bhava bhakti, prema bhakti. We are doing sadhana bhakti. We are not doing bhava or prema. Maybe some of you might be, but I'm just generalizing. We are doing sadhana bhakti. So therefore, here it is described that when it comes to us as devotees, when we attain Krishna Prem, then our service will be on the next level. Lord will also relish our service to an extent that Lord will be possessive about the service that we are offering to Him. Lord will be possessive for us as the individual devotees. Now also He is possessive, no doubt. But at that time, as He Himself is saying in Srimad Bhagavatam, that I cannot live without my devotees. And my devotees cannot live without me. You see. That's the difference between the sadhakas and the ones who attain Krishna Prem. So now it is described, if we ask this question to Kaviraj Goswami, what is the cost of this fruit? Can I buy it somewhere? You all remember we are talking about a tree? Yes. We also have a tree in Bhagavad-gita, no? That's material world. But now what we are discussing is a spiritual entity. And this tree has got these fruits. Where are these fruits? Any idea? Where are these fruits? Where are these fruits grown now? Roots, trunk, branches. 3 options. Everyone sure? I told you it's it's a transcendental tree. The fruits are there on the trunk also and is there on the branches also. So now the thing is that these fruits are very, very, very valuable. And Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami is saying, all the wealth in the 3 worlds cannot equal the value of one such nectarian fruit of devotional service. Just imagine, if we had this fruit and we can purchase it, then obviously we can give some wealth and purchase. But no, Krishna is very clear, I will not give like this. I will not give these fruits like this. Therefore, it's very important to note that even if we exchange the entire wealth of the entire world for one fruit, we will not be able to get that one fruit. Very, very valuable. Now the question comes, why this fruit is so special? What is there in this fruit so much? Kaviraj Goswami is saying, Ataiva sabha phala deha jare tare khaya hauka loka ajara mare. First and foremost, these fruits were available with Krishna also. But Krishna said, I will not give. Condition. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. Then I will give you fruit. So, aao or lo. Yes. But now, when the same Lord appeared as Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he said, Rukho, main aata hu. Wait, I'll come. I'll come and deliver the fruits to you. So he is going and distributing everywhere. And the most important thing is that when people eat these fruits, they'll surely relish, they'll surely enjoy. Along with that, it is described they'll get free from old age and death. Why? What's that? No more cycle of birth and death. The person has attained Krishna Prem. But I don't know if you all know, when someone attains Krishna Prem, does he die? He doesn't die. But the samadhis are made, no? So it means die, no? It's just different phrases. He passed away, they left the body, he died. It's all same. So, so what? Material body, but he died, no? So Prabhu is saying he's serving there also, he's serving here also, there is no death. No, but there is samadhi made, no? That's my question. Samadhi is made or not? Samadhi is made, it means the person died. For him? See, the ones who attains Krishna Prem, the description says that, as Prabhu somewhat rightly mentioned, that he is there in this body, but all the time, he is there in other world altogether, all the time serving. So he will not realize also that he has left the body. He enters the Leela of the Lord like that. See, it is described, that there is 60,000 scorpions, not 60,000, according to Garuda Puran, 100 scorpions biting at one time. So that is for common public, like us, who have not attained Krishna Prem. So it's very, very painful. But for a devotee who has attained Krishna Prem, for him, the one who is relishing the fruit of Krishna Prem, for him, he will not realize also that he has left the body. Means you can imagine, there's an example of Narada Muni. So Narada Muni is walking, and then the body falls, he continues walking. Now nowhere the person will experience of coming out of the body. He's just inside the body serving the Lord, outside the body serving the Lord. You see? Therefore it is described that we Gaudiya Vaishnavas have to attain Krishna Prem before leaving the body. No other parampara talks about attaining Krishna Prem before leaving the body. And the other paramparas are very clear. It's not possible. Only after death you can attain Vaikuntha, or after many, many lifetimes you can attain Vaikuntha. But before leaving the body and all, not possible. But our Acharyas say within one life. Within. Not after, within. Because they know very well. And therefore Prabhupada in Bhagavad-gita, when he's talking about, especially in 8th chapter, when he's talking about death, and when he talks about the yogis leaving the body in Uttarayan, Dakshinayan, etc., etc., there Prabhupada is very clear. This does not matter for a devotee. Why he says that? He's speaking about the devotee who's eating these fruits, Krishna Prem. For them it doesn't matter only. Doesn't matter. सोचिए कहाँ पहुँचना है हमें. As of now, eating ordinary fruits of this world. प्रोजेक्ट बहुत अच्छा है. Very nice. Very nice. थोड़ा और एक देना तो. We have to shift from the ordinary fruit to this special fruit. This special fruit. Very, very important fruit. Fruit of Krishna Prem. Therefore, anyone who attains or who tastes this fruit, for them there is no question of old age and death and all that. You see, when it comes to Prabhupada, was there any old age for him? And at least when I look at Prabhupada's pastimes, I feel that I am older than Prabhupada. You see the energy that this personality had. Where this energy came from? Yes? This Krishna fruit a day keeps old age death away. Yeah. That's the thing. Because these personalities had Krishna Prem, for them, it hardly matters. They are like out of body completely. They are not in the body. They don't experience this body. Therefore, they are able to do this massive service. Therefore, I always say, if you want to really do some tangible service before dying, we have to taste these fruits of Krishna Prem. Then we'll be able to do something for this mission before we die. Prabhupada writes in the same purport, the Krishna consciousness movement introduced by Lord Chaitanya is extremely important because one who takes to it becomes eternal, being freed from birth, death and old age. The ones who don't recognize, they are so foolish that they resign themselves to these four miseries, not knowing the transcendental remedy of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Simply by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one can become free from all misery. But because they are enchanted by the illusory energy, people do not take to this movement seriously. Is Prabhupada talking about us? He's saying that people don't take to this movement seriously. So all the ones, who are not taking it seriously, for them, Prabhupada is speaking. Therefore, those who are actually servants of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu must seriously distribute this movement all over the world to render the greatest benefit to human society. Such a wonderful point. So these fruits are very, very important, and Prabhupada is saying it has to be distributed. And look at our Lord, He is freely distributing these fruits. Kaviraj Goswami says, Mage va na mage keha, patra va apatra, ihara vichara nahi jane de matra. He's saying, Mage va na mage. If someone has asked or not asked. Patra, apatra. Fit or unfit to receive. Still, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is distributing these fruits for free. Who received the fruits like this? In the past, who are not qualified? Yes, Jagai Madhai were there, and so many other personalities. Tell me, what qualification we have for receiving this very, very important treasure of devotional service, the training of devotional service. Tell me what qualification we have. For any training to be received in this world, there is some prerequisite that is expected. Something, some qualification we should have. Tell me what qualification we had to receive this treasure of devotional service. And you continue doing devotional service, finally the end result is Krishna Prem. Means we are already there on the track. So any devotee who has come to this very, very wonderful shelter created by Srila Prabhupada called as International Society for Krishna Consciousness will surely attain Krishna Prem. But which life is a question. That we need to decide. This life or next life or after 100 lifetimes or after 10 million lifetimes or whatever, depending on devotee seriousness. But pakka it will happen. So my question is, what qualification we have to receive this treasure of devotional service? This is the mercy of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Even if the person is not qualified, even if the person is sinful, gone case, abominable, worst of the worst, but still, by the mercy of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we have got an opportunity to practice devotional service. And anyone who has taken up to chanting Hare Krishna, for sure that person will attain Krishna Prem. For sure, no doubt. But the only question is, which lifetime? It's only a matter of some time, that's it. Therefore, Lord has distributed it freely and we are also recipients of the same. It's just a matter of time now. Another very, very important thing is, have you seen some fruit vendor? He has a stall like this and then you go to him. A lot of fruits kept. Which fruit is your favorite fruit? Okay, mango. So mango is kept. So now, you ask for Bhaiya 1 kilo mango dena. Now what is he doing? He is placing on that and when the weighing is going on, he takes one mango and starts eating. Have you seen someone doing like that? And he tastes and very nice. लीजिए आप थैली लीजिए भर लीजिए थैली में भर लीजिए and he is eating, he is relishing. We will not find such personalities on this world, on this planet. Yes, no one will purchase from them. But here we have a special personality who is selling. But selling is not the right word. He is distributing these fruits. But it is not just distributing. What is he doing along with that? Ei malakara khaya, ei prema phala, niravadhi matta rahe, vivasha vibhala. So this personality, he himself eats. देखिए स्टॉल लगा है और खुद बैठ के खा रहा है. You can imagine the scene. He himself is eating and he's relishing so much. And as a result of relishing this fruit of Krishna Prem, he's all the time mad. This is another thing. He has put a stall, he's eating and he's mad also. Crying, rolling on the ground and laughing and tears flowing from the eyes. Blood is oozing out as perspiration. आप जाएंगे ऐसे शॉपकीपर के पास? But if you keep hearing more about such shopkeepers, you will approach that shopkeeper. Because the best part of the shopkeeper is what? पागल है ना, तो free में मिलेगा. Since he's mad, we can get it for free. And since he is mad, he's just distributing it for free to anyone and everyone. But one of the important point that is put here is he's relishing himself. Now this point is very important for all of us. And Prabhupada writes, one must first act himself and then teach. This is the function of a real teacher. Unless one is able to understand the philosophy that he speaks, it will not be effective. Therefore, one should not only understand the philosophy of Chaitanya cult, but also implement it practically in one's life. So whatever we are learning, it's very important to implement. We can obviously repeat very nicely. I've seen our devotees when they mentor the new boys who come, or even Grihastha devotees, Bhakti Vriksha leaders I've seen. Now they say, every single bead we should chant attentively. उसको पीछे आके पूछना है, प्रभु तू करता है क्या? You do every day. One point is very clear, that if the devotees are relishing the process, then the distribution will be more effective. Fruits are there, but they're not getting distributed. Even when you go out to distribute, people are not taking it from us, even when you're giving it for free. Why? Because somehow that effective distribution is not happening. Because the person who is distributing, he is not relishing himself. If he relishes himself, then yes, naturally people will take. I forgot that devotee's name, who was brought to the temple, and he was just lying inside the temple at the door itself, and Prabhupada was entering there, and devotees were telling him, get up, move, and all that, and they were planning to remove that devotee, but Prabhupada said, no problem, you keep him. So this devotee, after some time, maybe next day or after few days, he was taken out for book distribution. Maybe volunteers were less, so they took him also. So he was taken, and it is described that he took 2 books and he went. And after that, after a few minutes, again he came and again he took few books. Again after a few minutes he came and again he took few books. And then these people were worried, what is he doing, this mad person? What is he doing? And then they all were hiding and seeing what this person is doing. He was just doing one thing. He was showing the book, he was turning the book, showing Prabhupada's photo. And very enthusiastically, with a great relish, he was saying, this person saved my life. Please take this book. And people were purchasing. See, if you're relishing something, you'll be able to convey it with the same enthusiasm. If you're not relishing, if you're not experiencing, how will you convince other person? This book talks about happiness. I'm still finding out where it is. Please purchase, you find and let me know, take my number. Just think, if we are not convinced, if we are not relishing, how will the other person connect with what we are speaking about? But if we are relishing, naturally the other person will feel, अरे कुछ तो है, ये हमेशा खुश रहता है, क्या है इसके पास तो बाल भी नहीं है. How are you so happy all the time? What is there that these people are relishing? What is that? People will come. Therefore, it is described, happy devotees attract more devotees. Always remember this statement. Happy devotees attract more devotees. And who are those happy devotees? Who are relishing the process of Krishna consciousness. Therefore, every devotee should aspire to reach this stage of relishing the process of Krishna consciousness. Not just intellectually being convinced, but also at the same time spiritually relishing the process of Krishna consciousness. So now finally, Lord is ordering everyone. Now the trunk is ordering all the branches. Because finally all these branches are who? Devotees. He's ordering all the branches. And very, very important order for all of us. Because we are also part of the branch. I made this statement before also. Ekala malakara ami kaha jaba ekalava kataphala padiya bilabo. He is saying ekala malakara ami. Ami, me alone. I'm just one gardener. How many places can I go? How many places? How many fruits can I pick and distribute? And again he repeats this in another shloka, where he says, I am the only gardener. If I do not distribute these fruits, what shall I do with them? How many fruits can I eat? The Lord is, how many fruits can I eat? Therefore, after putting the problem statement in front, then the Lord is saying, Ekala uthaya dite haya parishram keha paya keha na paya rahe mane bhram. He is saying that, no, it is so laborious. Please understand, Haribol. Picking all the fruits by my own self, it is very laborious. It's very painful. It's so much heavy. Lord is saying. And distribute them alone. And I still suspect, will I be able to distribute to everyone? While going and distributing, koi na koi chhoot jayega. This is the tension that the Lord has and is expressing to all the branches. Kya karu main abhi? What should I do? Some of the other person will be missed. Now this is the problem statement that he has put. And then finally orders everyone. And what is that order he gives? Therefore, I order every man within this universe. You all are man? I know all of us are Prakriti. But man is a neutral gender for everyone. Yes. Within this universe, to accept this Krishna consciousness, order number 1. Accept this Krishna consciousness. Second, distribute it everywhere. Now we might say, anyways, it's given to all people in the universe. I am from Bharat Bhumi. It doesn't matter for me. But Lord is telling specially for devotees or man who has taken birth in Bharat Bhumi. Bharata Bhumi te haila manushya janma jar janma sarthaka kari kara para upakar. One who has taken birth as Manushya. We all are Manushya? Huh? We are trying to be? Yes. We all are human beings. So anyone who has taken birth as a human being on the land of India, Lord is saying, you people are very special. And therefore you have to carry the burden of love. And what is that burden of love? 2 things you are supposed to do. 1, Janma Sarthaka Kari. Perfect your life. Second, Kara Paropakar. Work for the benefit of all other people. First order he gave for all the people in the universe. Accept Krishna consciousness, distribute it everywhere. Now specifically, because Lord is not clear, maybe in the entire team, who is going to work more? There are always few people only who serve more. So those few people, Lord is saying, Bharata Bhumi te Manushya Haila Janmajar. Those people who have taken birth in India, they are supposed to do this service. Very, very important. Now Prabhupada writes a very big purport to this. I think we should read this. It's very important so that all of us know what is expectation from the Lord. Human life is especially meant for God realization. As stated in Vedanta Sutra, what's the line? The first aphorism? Atato Brahma Jigyasa. Anyone who takes birth in the land of Bharata has special privilege of being able to take advantage of the instruction and guidance of Vedic civilization. Look at what Prabhupada is writing. He automatically receives the basic principles of spiritual life. Isn't that fact? So when it comes to all of us, we all knew who is Krishna before we came to Krishna consciousness. Yes. Surely we might have heard the Hare Krishna Mahamantra also somewhere. If not in the temple, at least in some movie. Somewhere. And we also know how the Lord looks. We also heard about Mother Yashoda, Srimati Radharani, Govardhan, etc., etc. So here the point that Prabhupada is making is, anyone who takes birth in India, he automatically receives the basic principles of spiritual life. Even before coming to Krishna consciousness, I'm sure many devotees might be fasting on Ekadashi or some other auspicious days, celebrating Janmashtami or Ram Navami or something related to the Lord. Surely some or the other person, or in fact everyone in India, they might be celebrating some of the other festival. Surely everyone celebrates Deepavali. They're bursting crackers. Obviously not knowing for whom they're bursting. Yes. For the arrival of Lord Ram back to Ayodhya. But still, They're lighting this lamps and all that. You see, naturally, basic principles are there. Another very important thing, in India, naturally the element of service is imbibed in each and every individual. Right from childhood, element of service is there for each and every individual. This is the great thing. And therefore Prabhupada says, for 99.9%, Prabhupada written number, 99.9% of the Indian people, even simple village farmers and others who are neither educated nor sophisticated, believe in transmigration of the soul, believe in past and future lives, believe in God, and naturally want to worship Supreme Personality of Godhead or His representative. Isn't that the fact? Yes. We speak about Atma. So if you ask what happens after death, any Indian will say, you'll go to another body. Yes. Therefore, sometimes when we give the class now on body soul, I feel little odd. Anyways, they know what's going to happen next. And we present. Tatha dehantar prapti. Now we will see what happens at the time of death. And the person is thinking, Arey taklu, pata hai mujhe kya hota hai? Mujhe sab pata hai kya hota hai at the time of death. Maybe a foreigner, it might be something, very great thing. Oh, at the time of death, like this happens. It goes to another gross body. But for Indians, it's very, it's known. It's known, Punarjanm and all these are natural words which are used in normal discussions also. And they all know very well that there are past, future life. People say, it's my past karma that I've come with this person. Or these family members, or this, sometimes boss also. My past karma. Yes. Let me do proper karma now so that my future is good. So people know there is past, there is future, etc., etc. Everyone in India knows about there is a God, for sure. Yes. Yeah, actually in India we cannot be atheist, very difficult. I had shared this in one class, I guess. When we were traveling to Jagannath Puri, one Odia person was there in the train. And he was saying, I'm an atheist, I don't believe in God. And our devotees told many things, they tried explaining from different angles. And then finally said that, but do you believe in Jagannath? He said, yes, Jagannath is God. So, it's very difficult for an Indian to be an atheist. Very difficult. You have to struggle a lot, to be an atheist. That's the point Prabhupada is making, 99.9%. These ideas are natural inheritance of a person born in India. See the word that Prabhupada is using. Natural inheritance. So it naturally comes from our forefathers. Naturally. India has many holy places of pilgrimage, such as Vrindavan, Jagannath Puri, Mayapur, Srirangam, Tirupati, Ahobalam. And now the thing that is, in full form, Prayag is there. It is full form now. So see, Prabhupada is naming all this. And he says that even today, still, people go there by hundreds and thousands. And especially when there is Kumbh. Yes. Although the present leaders of India are influencing the people not to believe in God, not to believe in next life, and not to believe in the distinction between pious and impious life, and although they are teaching them how to drink wine, eat meat, and become supposedly civilized, people are nevertheless afraid of 4 activities of sinful life, namely illicit sex, meat eating, intoxication, gambling. And whenever there is a religious festival, they gather together by thousands. We see that, even today. And Prabhupada is saying, we have actually experience of this. Whenever the Krishna consciousness movement holds Sankirtan festival in big city like Kolkata, Bombay, Madras, Ahmedabad or Hyderabad, thousands of people come to hear. Sometimes they speak in English. But even though most people do not understand English, they nevertheless come to hear us. And that's a fact. I have personally seen in my own class also. Yes. So after the class, the person said, Prabhuji, बहुत अच्छा class दिया आप. Then by hearing his Hindi, I understood कि इसको English नहीं आता है. And I asked him, English आता है आपको? तो बोले थोड़ा थोड़ा, लेकिन आपकी English में समझ गया. Actually, it's a very natural, faith that people have. कि हाँ, अगर मैं जाके प्रवचन में बैठूंगा, surely something good will happen. This is naturally there in the blood of people, naturally. Many times we'll see that, where was that? And I think in our temple land, I was giving an English class, and there were a few ladies who were sitting, and they don't know Hindi also. They know Kannada or Telugu. And they were just sitting and hearing. Just sitting and hearing. I was wondering, they have natural understanding. If some spiritual vibration is coming, it will purify. Let me sit and hear. That's what Prabhupada is talking about, how great Indians are. And then he's saying, even when imitation incarnation of Godhead speak, people gather in thousands. For everyone who is born in the land of India has a natural spiritual inclination and is taught the basic principles of spiritual life. They merely need to be little more educated in the Vedic principles. Little more educated in the Vedic principles. That's it. Therefore, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says here, Janma sarthaka kari kara paropakar. If an Indian is educated in Vedic principles, he is able to perform the most beneficial welfare activity for the entire world. And see, it's a fact. I feel myself to be very fortunate that we have taken birth in India. At least we not learn basics, no? Like after passing stool, you have to wash your hands. Toilet paper will not do. You should use water. At least these things need not be taught. Basic things I'm talking about. Cleanliness, which is one of the pillars of dharma. And also at the same time, how to respect people, how to respect superiors. Now naturally it is seen even new boys who come for our program, new people who come for our program, they know how to talk to a sadhu. Because they're in saffron clothes, they know how to talk to a sadhu. And naturally, because they have that mood, they will receive mercy of some devotee. Because of their humility, because of the mood of service. Surely they will receive. Yes. So in this way, we understand that we are extremely fortunate. We have got the greatest privilege in our life. And as soon as we say that we have privilege, along with that also comes a responsibility. And this purport talks about privilege, but the verse talks about responsibility. The verse is talking about two things. Janma sarthaka kari kara paropakar. I was hearing this in one class that mentally when we commit offense, sin, it's not counted for others. But for Indians, it is counted. On a lighter note, maybe the devotee said. But actually, it's very important. Because we have got such great treasure already given to us right from birth, we are expected to live up to certain standard of Krishna consciousness. Once some Russian devotees had come to our HBR layout temple. Harikshetrapur was sharing. So Harikshetrapur and other devotees, they started cleaning the place. Naturally, whatever the service was, they started doing that. So Russian devotees came and they started saying, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Wait. You all are Indians. You cannot do all these menial services. We will do." They took the broom and they started doing, and they didn't allow the devotees, the temple residents, to do anything, it seems. They only did everything. Sochiye. People look up to us. Indian? Very bold. We pay obeisance at your lotus feet. So if this is the expectation what Lord has, what outsiders have, then at the same time, we should also do some justice to taking birth in India. Yeah. Janma sarthaka kari kara paropakar. Any other devotee from other parts of the world, they attain Krishna Prema or not, still Lord will be okay, chalo, no problem. But if Indians who have come to iskcon, who are practicing bhakti, if they don't attain Krishna Prema, I think we'll get beatings from the Lord. Bahut pitai hogi, bahut. I think more than Yamadut, Lord will beat. Using his flute. Pito, maro isko. Means basically Lord will not be pleased. And that's the point that I'm trying to make. Yeah. So now the question comes, what will Chaitanya Mahaprabhu get if we distribute these fruits? Very important question. Because he's saying distribute. I've got so many fruits, I alone cannot distribute. So you please help me distribute. But the question comes, ये इतने बार बोल रहा है distribute, कुछ तो इसको मिलता रहेगा. Something he might be getting. What is that? At that time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, Jagata Vyapiya Mora Habe Punya Khyati Sukhi hai loka mora gahi beka kirti. So he's saying that if these fruits are distributed all around the world, my reputation will increase, my fame will be spread everywhere. Lord is also behind Pujala Pratishtha, looks like. See, such a wonderful thing that Lord is saying that if you distribute these fruits of devotional service, my fame will increase everywhere. And that's what is a prophecy also. No? What is a prophecy? Prithvite ache jata nagaradi gram sarvatra prachar hobe gaurangera naam. Yes, Lord's name. Lord's name will be spread everywhere. So, that's the prophecy. Now, the point that I want to make here is that when we devotees, when we preach, the goal of preaching is what? The goal of preaching is somehow we have to get closer to the prophecy that Lord has made. Anyways, prophecy will be fulfilled. But we have to endeavor towards that prophecy. And the prophecy is that Lord's name will be chanted and spread everywhere. His glories will be spread everywhere. Therefore, when a devotee, when a preacher is speaking, what the preacher should speak? He should speak the glories of the Lord. All the time, whenever a devotee gets chance to speak in public or one-to-one or any time, he should speak the glories of the Lord's name, form, qualities and pastimes. And one thing that we will see is, if we are able to glorify the Lord from the heart, understanding the importance of it, we will be very, very satisfied. Very satisfied. Therefore, we see that senior devotees, even if they understand that there are very newcomers sitting in the class, still they don't hesitate to glorify the Lord. They just go on with chanting verses and they'll glorify the Lord. And they're very satisfied, very happy. And they'll say also, thank you for engaging me in the service. By the mercy of all the audience, I was able to glorify the Lord. They're so satisfied. They're so satisfied. Therefore, any devotee who gets a chance to speak, he should speak the glories of the Lord, remembering what is Lord expecting. That His name will be spread everywhere. His fame will be spread everywhere. And we should become the instrument to spread the glories of the name, form, qualities and pastimes of the Lord. We should become that instrument. Therefore, a preacher should be more eager to spread the glories of the Lord than his own glories. He should try his best to speak the glories of the Lord as much as possible in his talk. And we'll be able to understand how much the devotee is saturated with devotional service by what he speaks. We can easily understand. If he speaks material things from here and there, we can easily make out that utna nahi hai. He is not saturated completely with devotional service. But whereas that devotee is saturated with devotional service, that mood is there to glorify the Lord. You will see that every word of his talk will be glorifying the Lord. And the example is A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. You see his lectures. Even if he says rascal, after that 2-3 words, Krishna will come. You observe if you want. Rascal, you all should take up to Krishna consciousness. Rascal, Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yes. So even when he is angry, even when he is sympathetic, whatever is his mood, he will glorify Krishna. That's the mood of a pure devotee. Because he knows very well this is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wants. If these fruits of devotional service are distributed, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's glories will be sung everywhere. Lord is very happy. Therefore, I should assist the Lord. Therefore, we should become an instrument. Always remember this point. I'm reminding myself about the same. And finally, Lord is saying, the fruit of love of God is so delicious. Anyone has eaten here? Fruit of love of God. Any fruit like that? Okay. If you eat, let me know. Share some with me also. The fruit of love of God is so delicious that wherever a devotee distributes it, those who relish the fruit anywhere in the world immediately become intoxicated. And Prabhupada writes in the purport to this shloka, the next shloka, he says, this we have experienced in Krishna consciousness moment. Anyone who has come, started chanting Hare Krishna, from a very degraded life, that person starts living a pure life because now he has started relishing the process of Krishna consciousness. The fruit of love of Godhead distributed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is such a great intoxicant that anyone who eats it, filling his belly, immediately becomes maddened by it and automatically chants, dance, laughs, and enjoys. This is what Lord is saying. Once Srila Prabhupada was asked, this was in the late 1960s, by hippies, what it means to relish Krishna consciousness. They wanted to know what is the happiness of devotional service. And all of them were addicted to LSD, drugs. So Prabhupada looked into their eyes and with the broad eyes he said, the happiness will be like the happiness of ocean of LSD. And all the hippies, oh. Then it will be ocean. Normally they take, I think, few grams or whatever. I don't have experience. So, the ocean of LSD. The point is this, that anyone who relishes this immediately is maddened. And he is on a different level of joy. We talk about search for happiness, the first session in iskcon. Here it ends. That search ends in Krishna Prem. When a devotee attains Krishna Prem, then the search ends, because now he is on a different platform altogether, relishing Krishna consciousness, so joyful, so happy. And finally, it is Kaviraj Goswami saying, when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the great gardener, Malakar, sees that people are chanting, dancing, laughing, and that some of them are rolling on the floor, and some are making loud humming sounds, he smiles with great pleasure. So when I was reading this shloka, I was thinking that if I have to give pleasure to Guru and Krishna, then really have to come to this platform. Really have to taste Krishna Prem. Artificially also we can do all this, roll on the ground, make sounds and normally laugh just like that, dance, chant. We can do that. Not a problem. But actually when we come to the platform of Krishna Prem and when we do all this, there is a smile that comes on the face of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And finally, what is the goal of our life? To see that one smile on the lotus face of Guru and Krishna. This is what is the goal of a sadhaka. This is what is the goal of a devotee. There is no goal apart from this. Now just imagine you have done some service and you're reporting to some authority of yours. And then what is the conclusion that you will take? Prabhuji is not pleased with me today. Kuch to maine galat kiya hai. And as soon as the service is seen and the devotee is smiling, say the authority is smiling, and then his eyes are glittering and he's smiling, naturally you see that smile itself will make us so satisfied. Okay, chalo, Prabhuji is satisfied. जो भी मैंने सर्विस में कांड किया उनको पता नहीं है. It's good. He's satisfied. Good. He's satisfied. You know what? All the Prabhupada's disciples, they were slogging and slogging and slogging. They were working so hard just to see that one smile on Srila Prabhupada's face. That was their goal. Life and soul of their entire mission was just to get that one smile on Srila Prabhupada's face. And here it's very clear. He smiles with great pleasure when he sees that people are chanting, dancing, laughing. And at that, some of them are rolling on the floor and some are making loud humming sounds. Lord is very pleased. Therefore, a devotee should be very keen to attain Krishna Prem. He shouldn't think, "No, I'm not eligible, I'm not..." None of us are eligible. The fact that you have taken birth in Kali Yuga, that itself says, we are gone case. बस वो बोलने की बात है, this very within this life I'll attain Krishna Prem, this and that. Lord will also be laughing, useless fellow. Tu Krishna Prem. But the point is that a devotee should be very eager. I don't have qualification, but then that eagerness should be developed because this is going to give pleasure to Guru and Krishna. Therefore, every devotee should hanker. No, this very life I want to attain Krishna Prem. But this shouldn't just be a dialogue. This also should be seen in our activities. How serious I am in implementing devotional service. Am I seriously executing devotional service or not? So this also should be seen in our execution of devotional service. And just by this, when the devotee has a desire, and then he is showing that in his endeavor, it's only a matter of time when this malakar will come and give one fruit. You eat and you also distribute. That day will not be very far. And we are so fortunate that this great gardener has given all these fruits to one Kolkata boy. Yes. A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada always say that I'm a Kolkata boy. No one can cheat me. And that's a fact. And he has given it to Prabhupada, and Prabhupada is giving it to all of us. The only thing is it has to be received nicely. It has to be practiced very nicely with an intense desire. And it's just a matter of time that we'll attain the goal of life. Thank you very much. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki, Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami ki, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki.